Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Tuesday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Um, I usually do a great band you need to listen to. I'm going to do a great artist you need to listen to today. And I'm going to talk about the amazing, um, award winning Canadian icon, Mr. Bruce Cockburn. This is his latest release, The Greatest Hits. Actually, he just put a new album out. So this is not his latest. This is his second to latest. This is just a compilation of all his greatest hits from 1970 to 2020. Before we get into everything, though, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. Want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collections. Because of you guys, your likes, your subscriptions, your wonderful, wonderful comments that keep me going, keep me motivated to do this kind of thing, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. You guys are amazing, truly amazing. Thank you. So, Mr. Bruce Cockburn, an amazing artist you need to listen to for sure. Remarkable singer, songwriter, guitarist extraordinaire. His musical diary, I guess you want to call it, is a combination of folk and rock and jazz styles. His lyrics have elements of human rights and environmental issues and political issues and religious issues. He started around 1967, a true Canadian icon for sure, and also an international artist. All along, I would say on par with Joni Mitchell and Leonard Cohen and Neil Young, that high echelon of artists in Canada, for sure, who have become internationally known as well. Written more than 350 songs, 34 studio albums, 22 of these went gold or platinum. He's also written a book of his memoirs and called Rumors of Glory in 2014. Born in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, the capital city of Canada. That whole story where you find a guitar. He found his first guitar in his grandmother's attic. He put stars all over the base of the guitar. And then his parents eventually bought him a better guitar and thought he should have lessons. He played all the way through high school. His teacher said that he was more interested in playing guitar than studying, although he was a pretty smart individual. After graduating high school, he went to Paris and buskered on the streets of Paris, which is kind of cool thing to do. Bruce also attended the Berklee School of Music, where he studied jazz for about 3 years after returning from Paris. And after about 3 semesters, he dropped out and then joined a band called The Children. He later moved to Toronto and joined the band The Esquires, and later formed the Flying Circus, who would then change their name to Olivis. Olivis was pretty popular around that time, and they actually opened for Cream and Jimi Hendrix in 1968. In '69, he left to begin his solo career. He wasn't sure what direction he would take, but he felt that that's what he needed to do, and he just let the music take him to whatever direction he was going to take. He did his first performance at the Mariposa Musical Festival, where he actually was the headliner. So pretty big even in his earlier years. Amazing accolades. He's the member of Order of Canada. He's received the Governor General's Performance Award for Lifetime Achievement. He's won 13 Juno Awards, which is equivalent of Grammy Awards. He's been inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. He's also been inducted into the Canadian Broadcasting Hall of Fame. Also 3 honorary doctorates from universities. And in 2017, he was inducted in the Canadian Singer-Songwriters Hall of Fame. Not bad for a kid from Ottawa. Not bad at all. I actually lived in Ottawa for a number of years. It's a beautiful city, full of artists and artisans. And there's so many craftsmen, guitar makers, singers, songwriters, artists in their own right. It's just an amazing mixture of artists, and that's maybe where he got his talent from. But yeah, an amazing player. Unique finger style picking, never uses a pick. He said in a later interview that his fingers are starting to lose his strength. He's 74 now, I think he is. And his latest album is called Bone on Bone, which is a lot of his fingers are like that. So he's going to play until he can't play anymore. He was just recently here in Belleville, Ontario as well. I sadly missed that performance. From what I've heard, it was an amazing performance. Remarkable stuff. Remarkable artist. Definitely an artist you need to listen to. If you're up there with the Joni Mitchells and the Leonard Cohens and the Neil Youngs, Bruce Cockburn should be right up there with those amazing artists. I only have a few of his studio albums. I mean, the guy had 34 studio albums. I've got, I think, 6 or 8 here. I'm going to show you them anyway. This is his debut album, self-titled debut, 1970 release, self-titled again. It's on the True North label, as most of his albums are. It was a gold album, as his first many were. Released 2 great singles, Going to the Country and Musical Friends. It's all his solo work. There's no band included in that one. His second one, High Winds and White Skies. I love that cover. I was trying to think if this was Ottawa, but I don't recall that bridge anywhere. So maybe outside of Ottawa. But again, on the True North label. 1971 release, another gold-selling album. It's a beautiful listen. It really, really is. It's amazing. And then you've got 1972's Sunwheel Dance. Very young-looking Mr. Cockburn there, again on the True North label. Full of lyrics about spirituality, some political themes, some war themes as well. That's continued on from his first 2 albums. I mean, most of his music, not intentionally though. He doesn't intentionally write about those things. It's just his thoughts of that day, and that's how he writes. He just, whatever comes to mind. He doesn't necessarily read the paper and make a song about it. It's just whatever comes to mind, and that's what happened in these first few albums. His 4th album, Night Vision, 1979 release. Again on the True North label. It's got these beautiful lyric sheets in there as well. The first recorded with a band, as his first 3 were more solo efforts. A little darker album, perhaps, maybe because of the band element. But it also, the musical style also is starting to become harder to categorize him on one certain genre. And he's not categorized in a certain genre. Some say he's a folk artist. He's also a rock artist. He's also a blues artist, because he covers a lot of blues tracks as well. He's all over the place. He's all over the map. So there's not one particular genre. And then I have, I'm missing the 5th album. I have the 6th album, Joy Will Find a Way. Almost kind of an Alice in Wonderland photo. I don't know if there's cows and lions in Alice, but I know she loved her animals. But great album. 6th studio album, 1975 release. Again, another one that highlights his musical talent. Out of the 6 previous albums, probably one of his best so far. Just remarkable stuff. Really, really good. And then you got the 7th album, In the Falling Dark. That True North label again. Again, more of a full band sound. um, on this one as well. Sorry, um, and it really is cementing him as a serious artist to take note of, because every album that he puts out gets a little better, gets a little better, gets a little better. People are starting to take notice. He did have a few hits. He was never one to put out an album thinking that there's going to be a single on there. He didn't write that way. So, but people took notice of his work and his writing and his style. Amazing stuff. Then we have, jump up to the 10th album, which is Humans. A true great album. Really, really amazing albums. And he's firing on all cylinders at this point. Also features another great Canadian singer, songwriter, and player as well, Murray McLaughlin, a fine artist in his own right. I've got to get more of Murray's stuff. I don't have any of his stuff, but I know he's an amazing. He's more of a folk singer, and you can categorize him as such. But an amazing artist in his own right. Then we have the 11th album, 1981 release. This is Inner City Front. Got some moody synths going on. You got some violins. You got some woodwinds. The lyrics are dealing with the human condition and world affairs. It's got more jazzy stuff on here, more world rock beat on here as well. Really cool album. Really, really good stuff. And one of my favorites, a later release. This is Big Circumstances. 16th studio album at this point, including the big hit If a Tree Falls. If a Tree Falls in the Forest, and amazing stuff. And then there'd still be, I'm still missing, 18 more studio albums to go. Eventually, if I come across any in the wild, I'll definitely pick them up. The only other one I have is the compilation I first showed you, his greatest hits from 1970 to 2020. There he is there with his unique finger-picking style. A beautiful album. It sounds wonderful. It's got all his big hits on here. There's the CD itself. Oops, sorry. My fingers are... There we go. There's the CD. With a cool picture of his fretboard on there. Comes with a cool booklet as well, showing a lot of the studio albums I just showed you. I watched a video the other day with his big song, If I Had a Rocket Launcher, and Crosby, Stills, and Nash were backing him up, and it was just an amazing performance. It was emotional because you got this fine, great Canadian artist singing along with Crosby, Stills, and Nash, who were just digging what Bruce was doing. They were getting right into the music, and you can tell Stephen Stills did an amazing acoustic solo on that one, and they just loved Bruce's work. It was really, really cool stuff. There's a cool picture of this. But yeah, this one's got great tracks on here. And this is part of his lyrics on I can't remember what song it is on, but one day you're waiting for the sky to fall, the next you're dazzled by the beauty of it all. I think that's from Lovers in a Dangerous Time, if I'm not mistaken. But you got the first song off the first album, Going to the Country, Musical Friends, One Day I Walk, Mama Just Want to, Barrel House All Night Long, again another blues cover, All the Diamonds in the World, Silver Wheels, Wondering Where the Lines Are, another big hit for him, kind of a cool, whimsical track. Tokyo, Rumors of Glory, The Coldest Night of the Year, I Want to Go Walking, The Trouble with Normal, Lovers in a Dangerous Time, one of his big hits. If I Had a Rocket Launcher, another huge hit for him. Call It Democracy, pretty cool track as well. People See Through You, Waiting for a Miracle, Stolen Land, If a Tree Falls, probably his biggest hit. A Dream Like Mine, Listen for the Laugh, Night Train, Pacing the Cage, Last Night of the World, Anything, Anytime, Anywhere, Open, Put It in Your Heart, Different When It Comes to You, Call Me Rose, and State I'm In. A remarkable body of work from this remarkable artist. Kind of a, I don't want to say a cheesy album cover, but I don't know. But anyway, he's remarkable. He's definitely an artist you need to listen to. Amazing talent, amazing singer, amazing songwriter, amazing guitar player. Remarkable stuff, Mr. Bruce Cockburn. Thank you very much, guys. Have yourself a wonderful day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.